There's a book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 11. For whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. First and foremost, I would like to say, Kala Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Bashem Kakdash, the ones to the apostles and others, great millstone who will. Peace, blessings, salutations to the whole like to all you brothers out there pushing the word in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all you brothers, stay strong, keep pushing. Anyways, quick lesson, and I want to speak about a characteristic that we, as the hopeful elect, we must have, which is to be humble. Okay, the Lord ain't looking for proud, brothers, because that pride spirit really goes back to an Edomite. Okay, and the Lord ain't looking for proud brothers, which you have a lot of individuals out there who claim to be Israelites, right? Which we're all Israelites, okay, so Congolese, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But what I mean about claiming to be Israelites is, they're supposed to be part of the truth, right? They might be from these other groups, but these people, a lot of these people from these other groups, they have that prideful spirit. A lot of these jakes out here, they have that prideful spirit. There's not one humble bone in them. Okay, and the apostles of Great Millstone, when they teach, they don't come with the extra gimmicks. Okay, you can see, the humbleness in the apostles of Great Millstone, even the elders, the other brothers. Okay, you can see the humbleness in those brothers, and they don't come with those gimmicks and the extra bullshit like these other guys come with. Okay, they want to feel, they want to feel important. They want to feel like the shit don't stink, like they're above everybody else. Which, of course, in the truth, there's an order, but there's a lot of guys out there. They have that spirit, like they want to feel like they're above you, and they want to talk down on you. The Lord ain't looking for those type of individuals, man. The Lord's looking for brothers that are humble, sincere. Okay, which the key thing I want to focus on is humility. Okay, now once again, Luke chapter 14, verse 11, for whosoever exalt themselves shall be abased. And you have a lot of individuals out there who like to exalt themselves. Like Yahushua said, the scribes and the Pharisees, they want to sit in Moses' seat, or they want to sit on the highest seat so everybody can look up to them, right? And then they walk around with these banging ass garments. They want to look like they're pretty much the Messiah. They want men to look up to them, to worship them. The Most High, he's gonna destroy individuals like people like that walk like that, that think like that. So it says, for whosoever exalt himself shall be abased, which the word abased is to be brought low. It says, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. So look, in due time the Most High is gonna exalt us. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, right now we're supposed to be humble. Right now we ain't supposed to be looked up to, right? Like for these like for Yahushai, which of course, look, we are part of the hopeful elect. We say hopeful, we hope that we're part of that number, but we don't want people to praise us and worship us. Even the Apostle Great Millstone, they'll say, look, we're just like you, brothers. We're even though they are above us, but they even say it themselves, like, man, we're just like you. We're brothers, that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, and you see it. That's an example right there. They show us that we're not supposed to be acting like these mighty great men to be looked up and worshipped. But a lot of these guys from these other groups, they like that. They like that feeling. They love feeling above everybody else. They get off on that shit. And that's a demon. That's a prideful spirit. That's a prideful demonic spirit. Okay, so as a matter of fact, the apostle, like I said, the apostle Great Millstone is a great example, but the greatest example is Yahushua. Okay, isn't Yahushua the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? Now this is the Messiah. This is the Son of the Most High. Okay, who was above everybody else besides the Most High. Okay, so as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get Okay, there's a book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse. Okay, verse 4, Matthew 21, verse 4, it says, all this was done that it might be fulfilled which is spoken by the prophet, saying, Tell ye the daughter of Zion, Behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass, and a colt the foal of an ass. So clearly the scriptures tells us that Yahushua was going to come meek. Now what does meek, the word meek mean? It means pretty much humble. Okay, he was going to come lowly, in a low state. And did he come like that? Absolutely. And here it is, even during his, when they were crucifying him, they put that, the words, the King of the Jews. Okay, they wrote it down in the Hebrew, I believe in the Greek and in the Latin, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so pretty much ridiculing him. Now, and as he was being crucified, can Yahushua be delivered from that? Absolutely. But for prophecy's sake, he had to go through that situation. Be crucified and then eventually rise up the third day. Like the prophecy say. But with Yahushua, he is the king. Remember, like I said, or like the scripture says, he's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Messiah. Okay, the anointed one. So once again, tell you the daughter of Zion, Behold, thy king cometh unto thee, meek, and sitting upon an ass. Now, an ass or a donkey, whatever you want to call him, that animal, you see how it comes. It's a very lowly, a very humble animal. And that's pretty much how Yahushua came. He came like a donkey. He came like an ass. Okay, and he sat on an ass. Okay. Now he could have came riding on a horse and being uplifted and being in that prideful spirit and being how can I say getting off on the people bowing down to him but did Yahushua come like that? Absolutely not. So this is the greatest example right here that we have. Okay, Yahushua. Now of course nobody's gonna be close to coming in the same power as Yahushua, but he clearly shows us that to be humble is greater. Okay, because eventually at some point in time we're going to be uplifted by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. And that's, there's nothing greater than to be uplifted by the power himself, Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, than by man. Okay, a lot of these dudes, they want to be uplifted by men, but we want to be uplifted by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. That's going to be the ultimate prize, man. Okay, when the Lord puts that crown upon you, that's what you want. Okay, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he puts a crown upon the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the 1/3, and then he gives us the kingdom. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, fuck being looked up to, by men. Okay, we want to be looked. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, because sometimes you do look up to the Apostle Great Millstone, to the elders, to the other brothers, even the younger brothers. You look up to these individuals, right? But it's better to be, for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to uplift you. Okay, not be uplifted by men. So once again, Yahushua was, the greatest example. Let me go ahead and get the book of. All right, there's a book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 7, and it says, but made himself of no reputation. Now this is Yahushua right here. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. Now this is Yahushua once again. Yahushua knew who he was. Okay, he knew the power that he had, and he even said it when they were about to snatch him up. He said, I believe it was after the fact when Peter, cut off the ear of one of the servants of those people that were trying to grab him up. One of the soldiers, Yahushua pretty much pulled him to the side, and he said, I believe it was during that time when he said this, how he can actually call, I don't know if did he say 12 legions of angels or something to that effect? Can I not call 12 legions of angels or legions of angels to pretty much come and deliver me and fight for me? Okay, I don't know if it was during that time when Peter cut off that person's ear, but I know Yahushua said that at some point in time. Okay, so pretty much Yahushua knew who, what type of power he had, but he still allowed himself. Okay, he still put himself in that situation to go through that crucifixion and being ridiculed and smacked, spat on, being beaten with stripes. Okay, Yahushua, he still allowed himself to go through that, even though he knew who he was, man, the Son of the Most High. Okay, the first, the first created spirit. So it says, but made himself of no reputation, right? He made himself of no reputation, even though he was a king of the Jews, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, man. That goes to show you that even if the Messiah can, humbled himself, then how can, how hard is it for us to humble ourselves, man? Because here it is, we all look up to him, right? Even these dudes from these other groups, they say that they believe in Yahushua, right? Well, at least the one Western camps, they say they believe in Yahushua, right? So, but these dudes, they want to put themselves on a higher level than Yahushua, right? Because there's no humbleness in these individuals, man. But they want to be that guy, they want to be that dude. But it says, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. So he pretty much became a servant, and that's one of the things. That was one of the, pretty much philosophies that Yahushua was teaching us. That, if you want to be a master, first you got to be a servant. Okay, and Yahushua, he was a master, but he came as a servant. He came serving the servants, even though he was a master. And it says, and was made in the likeness of man, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. Exactly. So like I said, in due time, look, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's going to exalt us. Okay, so right now we're supposed to be humble right now. Even like Yahushua said, if they smack you on one cheek, give them the other cheek. Okay, turn the other cheek. So right now, it's time for us to catch hell, for us to be in these weak bodies, for us to be ridiculed, just like Yahushua was. Okay, right now, like the scripture says, this is not our rest. Okay, because if this was our rest, man, we would be living like kings already. We would have Esau underneath our feet as slaves. Okay, we'd have these other nations underneath our feet as servants and handmaids. Okay, so right now it's the time of us catching hell. So why the fuck should we be proud, man? If Esau's above us, we're catching all this hell. We gotta work for his bitch ass. Why the fuck should we be proud? Okay, we're supposed to be humble right now. Okay, just like Yahushua. He during the time of the Roman Empire, which he could have destroyed the Roman Empire by himself, but he didn't, because it was for prophecy's sake, right, to happen. It's the same thing right now with America. Okay, we gotta humble ourselves and wait for the Lord to destroy this place, and then, when he saves us, when he brings salvation to us, then he's gonna exalt us. Okay. And it says, and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. Wherefore the Most High also hath highly exalted him and given him a name which is above every name. Okay, so Yahushua understood, look, right now it's my time to be humble, but eventually there's going to come a time when the Most High is going to exalt me. So the same thing with us. We just got to have patience. We got to wait for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to uplift us. Okay. Let me go ahead and get the book of... Alright, there's a book of 1 Peter's. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21, and it says, for even hereunto were ye called, because Yahushua also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps. Exactly. So Yahushua came humble, then we must be humble as well. Okay. Why should we think ourselves above Yahushua? Okay. So that proud look that these individuals have, like the scripture says, right? There's what is it? As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get it. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6, 16, and it says, these 6 things that the Lord hate, yea, even 7 are an abomination unto him, a proud look, And this is one of the first things he mentioned, man, a proud look. And you see these dudes out here in these other camps, they have that proud look, right? They want to have the best looking garments. They want to be in the higher seats, okay, where everybody looks up to them, and you know, they just want to be the guy. Like I said, they want to be the shit, right? And this is what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hates. Once again, these 6 things that the Lord hates, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him, a proud look. Which, like I said, this is the first thing that he mentioned, the proud look, man. And this is a characteristic of a fucking Edomite, that pride. Okay, and the Most High hates that. The Most High hates that prideful spirit, which is really a demonic spirit. Okay, right now it's the time to be humble, and eventually the Lord is going to uplift us. Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and get the book of. This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 6, and it says, But he giveth more grace whereunto he saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. Exactly. So the Most High, he resisted those dudes that just want to be they want to be the guys, they want to be the ones at the top. So much so that they actually believe they're above Yahweh Shai. Okay. So once again, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, the Most High resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So he resisteth the proud, but he's going to give more grace unto the humble. Okay, the Most High, he's looking at the humble brothers. He ain't looking at prideful individuals. Alright. So now let me go ahead and finish it with this scripture. Alright, there's a book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 6, and it says, Humble yourselves therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. Exactly. So we got to humble ourselves under the mighty hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and in due time he's going to exalt us. Okay, not ourselves, not man. Okay, if man is exalting you right now, then more than likely you're going to be destroyed, and more than likely you're not a man of the Lord. Okay, if you're trying to exalt yourself, or if men are exalting you, then more than likely you're not a man of the Lord. Okay, so in due time Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, he's the one that's going to exalt us. Okay, and like I said, even the apostles, man, of Great Millstone, they'll tell you, like, man, look, don't worship us, don't praise us, don't exalt us, because we're just like you. Okay, even though we know there's a pecking order, we know that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set up this order for us to learn from them. But even they'll tell you, like, hey, don't look up to me, and don't. But in a way, you do look up to them, right? Which there's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong when you, like the scripture says, pretty much, follow the footsteps of a righteous man. Okay, pretty much. So the Apostle Great Millstone, like I said, that's another great example for us, because they are very humble individuals, man. They don't come with the gimmicks, with the extracurricular activities and stupid shit, wearing the best garments. And man, I mean, come on, man. You can clearly see that the Apostle Great Millstone, the elders, the brothers that learn from the brothers that learn from Great Millstone, you can see the humble spirits in those brothers, man. Okay, but anyways, with that, it was just a pretty simple lesson, man. Just going into humbleness, or to be humble in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, okay, in the spirit. But anyways, with that, I'm gonna say call out Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Hakudash. Until next time, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, say shalom.